What you're about to see and listen to is a sneak peek preview of my online course, Generative AI for HR. You'll find the course at learnaiandhr.com. If you need to upskill yourself or your team in how to use generative AI for HR, specifically for HR, then head over to learnaiandhr.com and enroll in the course. But all that said, let's roll the preview. Will the future of AI be that there's a machine doing the hiring, firing, and everything in between? It feels like stepping onto the set of a futuristic sci-fi movie. The way to keep this sounding like a futuristic sci-fi movie is to talk about ethics and how we want AI to work in our workplaces. Ethics isn't just an afterthought in the narrative of AI and HR. They are the story's backbone. As we talked about, the potential of AI to transform HR and work in general is undeniable. But as we also talked about a bit, it's not a risk-free venture. The way we integrate AI into our work ecosystem is on course to determine the future of fairness, justice, and equality, not only in our workplaces, but in our societies. And take a moment to ponder these situations. An AI recruitment tool filtering out candidates from lesser-known schools, is that fair? Or an AI tool doing performance management that has a clear preferences for extroverts. Is this ethical? And these aren't just hypothetical thought experiments, but the real ethical conundrums HR might face, or perhaps even is facing, because I've been using them as examples throughout this course. This is happening right now. And how we navigate them is out of the utmost significance. Our decision on AI ethics will have wide-ranging implications on people's livelihoods and overall well-being. Where does one start? I suggest establishing an ethics council. This council can provide ethical guidelines for AI, and the ethical council should have a mix of members from various departments, including HR and IT, legal, perhaps even external people, to ensure diverse viewpoints and obviously make sure it's a diverse set of people as well from all backgrounds. And the council should have a clear written charter defining its objective, powers and limitation, because this ensures once again transparency and clarity in its operations. And hopefully you also have an open door policy where you encourage the employees to approach the council with any concerns or suggestions regarding the ethical use of AI, because this creates hopefully a culture of accountability and trust again. And as HR leaders, you hold a dual power and responsibility to shape the ethical compass guiding AI usage. And you are the guardians of fairness, transparency, and privacy. And I believe that your role is pivotal in ensuring AI's benefits are equally distributed among all employees, not just the privileged few. In this brave new world of AI, the role that we, HR, takes is on an amplified importance. You can and must ensure that AI tools uphold the standards of transparency, respect privacy, and promote fairness. And this is not a stroll in the park, I know that. AI algorithms, they are intricate, and striking the perfect balance between, on one hand, personalization for efficiency and potential invasion of privacy is a high-wire act that demands a deep understanding, constant vigilance, and ongoing dialogue. It's a hard thing to pull off. So you need to arm yourself with the right tools and knowledge to ensure AI doesn't just serve us, but serves us ethically. And as HR leaders, we are in a unique position to ensure that AI technology is implemented and used ethically. Articulating guidelines and ensuring ongoing monitoring and auditing, as we discussed earlier, are a vital step in this process of making AI ethically. But how do we go about articulating these guidelines? First and foremost, we need to begin with a thorough understanding of our organizational values. These values are our North Star. They guide all our decisions, including those related to AI. So we should start by asking, what does our organization stand for? What principles do we hold dear? And I suspect that you already have some of these, either lying somewhere in a drawer, hopefully not, or that you are actively working with them. And either way, make sure that you let them guide you, even in these AI decisions, and that you ask yourselves, how do we want AI to help us further these values? Next, we need to translate these values into concrete actions and decisions about AI. This involves careful consideration of the impact of AI on our employees and on our organization. For example, let's take fairness. If that is our value, Our use of AI should be designed and used in a way that avoids biases and promotes equal opportunities. That is fair. So make sure you state that in your guidelines. You might deem this almost trivial, but make sure you state this loud and clear. You need to hold yourself accountable to these guidelines, and others should also be able to point at these, so make them explicit, even though it might sound like this is a non-issue. Then we think about the different situations where AI will be used, from recruitment and performance reviews to learning and development and beyond. And we need to outline clear guidelines for how we handle scenarios where we might run into problems, and specify how AI should be used and where it shouldn't be used. And we touched upon this earlier. Make sure you're transparent when you're using AI and when you're not using AI. And open communication about AI, its capabilities, its limitation, and its impact on employees is critical to build trust with employees. So when we develop our guidelines, we should aim for transparency, making them easily understandable and accessible for everyone in the organization, not just a selected few. Lastly, remember our conversation about the significance of ongoing monitoring auditing. The development of AI is moving so fast, and our workplaces are hopefully dynamic as well. So the guidelines we create today might need to be revised tomorrow as our AI systems evolve and our understanding of their impact deepens. Hence, you need a mechanism for regular reviews and update to the guidelines. In essence, articulating ethical guidelines for AI is a continuous and a collaborative process. It involves a deep introspection, proactive dialogue, meticulous planning, and an ongoing monitoring. And as HR leaders, we are the torchbearers in this journey, leading our organizations towards an ethical, AI-powered future. And as always, remember that the goal isn't merely to adopt AI, but to adopt it ethically. Because at the heart of it all, it's not about the machines, it's about the people, about us. We shape the future, not the other way around. And let's shape this one into a great one.